Hello, drum school and drummer friends. It's Alan here. Hope everybody's keeping well. Today we're going to be taking the fastest, shortest route guaranteed to get you to understand and play swung or swing quavers. I've pitched this at what I call the player level. So it's really for those who are at grade 2 heading into grade 3. Certainly by the time you're in grade 3, you want to be able to play and understand swung quavers. So we're going to learn certainly what they sound like, how to start to play them, what they look like when they're written down on a chart, and the different ways that can be written. And then we're going to play our first shuffle. So if you've never played a shuffle rhythm before, you're going to be playing one by the end of this lesson. And we're also going to dip our toe in the water of playing a simple jazz pattern. So there's a lot going on. Hang in there. As I say, it's the fastest, shortest route, but you got to keep thinking as we're playing through these examples. And I hope you enjoy this apart from anything else. All right? So let's go. All right, player level students, I'm assuming that you understand your quaver triplets or your eighth note triplets. Okay, but just as a little recap, we're going to play some straight quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, we know that each one of those notes is worth half a beat. Isn't that right? We're getting 2 notes in the time of 1 beat. But if we want to play some quaver triplets, as the name suggests, there's 3 notes to be played in the time of 2. So how do we make sure they're nice and even? Well, we could say evenly, 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 evenly. All right? But whenever we're counting them, I tend to count them 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right? So those are our quaver triplets. So play some of those. The examples are on the screen. What we're going to do now is we're going to get you to play with your main hand. If you're a right-handed drummer, just use your right hand. If you're playing a left-handed kit, you use your left hand, okay, if everything's round the other way. All right, let's do that again, but just using our one hand. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Evenly, 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 evenly. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, let's do that again. But now we're going to leave out every middle note. All right, get ready. Here we go. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. All right. Now those are actually our swung quavers. I did say to you that this was the fastest, shortest route to learn how to play swung quavers, and we've just done it. All right. What I'm going to do now is, for your sake and to get you to play this too, is to get you to move that pattern from the snare drum onto the hi-hat. So let's go back to the snare drum again. We're still thinking triplets, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, but we're leaving out every middle note, all right? So we are actually swinging our quavers when we do that. Let's do that again. Leave out every middle note. We're going to put it on the hi-hat. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. Let's have a go at putting in the bass drum. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. And that is your first shuffle. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. All right, player level students, hopefully you're getting to grips with that shuffle pattern. Don't forget that just because we're now playing a basic shuffle, that we can't use that same idea to play a fill. Of course we can. We're going to swing our quavers, doing a simple fill. All right, finishing off with some triplets. Here we go again. Let's do another one. Or all right. So we're now playing our swung quavers. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3. Or all right. And we're now going to think about what they look like. On the notation, sometimes it's written out in what I call longhand. So what you've got is the full pattern with those triplet partials on the, in this case, on the shuffle pattern on the hi-hat, or the ride cymbal, of course. Or sometimes it's written out in shorthand. All right? And at the very start of a piece, what you'll have is you'll have a crotchet, and then a quiver with a little triplet bracket over the top, and then the number 3. That's shorthand to tell you to swing your quavers, not just on on a shuffle pattern if it was written out for you to play like a blues shuffle, and it was written out in sort of straight quavers, but the composer or the band leader or the music director wanted you to swing them, not just those. It would be all the quavers that appear in that piece. So you've got a crotchet, and then you've got a quiver tripleted. But if you think about it, go back to what we were saying right at the start. We basically started off playing a triplet, isn't that right? The 3 notes. We started playing the 3 notes. Well, if we stick the first 2 together, 2 quavers buys us a crotchet, and then there's 1 left over. That's a simple way that I like to think about it, not getting too confused. And sometimes if I have a student and they are getting a little bit confused, I'll say to them, just think long, short, long, short, long, short, long. The long refers to a crotchet, and then the quiver is the short. Now, technically speaking, that's not really right. But at the start, whenever we're learning how to play these, that's not a bad way to think about it, because that's the way it's written down. Crotchet, then a quiver. All right? Tripleted. And it gets us playing our swung quavers. So those are the 2 main ways that we can actually write it down in notation. All right? Let's finish off with playing. We've got you playing a blues shuffle. Here we go. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Let's now have a go. All right, this might be stretching it a little bit, but let's have a go at getting you playing a simple jazz swung pattern. All right, this is going to look slightly different in that we're going to start with a crotchet. It's on the screen, then a triplet partial on 2, and then the quiver at the end of that beat. So 1, 2, then a crotchet on beat 3, and then our triplet partial on 4. All right, let's do it really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so we've got the crotchets on 1 and 3, and the triplet partials, those swung quiver triplet partials on beats 2 and 4. And if you can do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then add in the bass drum and the snare. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's our basic jazz swing pattern. All right, have a go. Have a bit of fun at that. Keep chipping away at that if it's a little bit tricky. But now we've got us playing a swing pattern, jazz pattern, and a blues shuffle. Hey, we're doing really well. Okay. So, hope you enjoy working through those. Let me know if you do. If you have any troubles, feel free to send me a message, and we'll get you playing those just a little bit better. But hopefully, everything's that you need is in this lesson. Okay, player level students. Hopefully, we will catch you in the next lesson. And in between times, keep working on those swung quavers, and I hope you enjoy doing that. If you do, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye. Hi drummers, it's Alan here. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Plus, hit the links to become a Belfast Drum Channel member and get access to extra full graded lessons up to the professional level. Thanks so much again, and bye for now.